Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Here are the NBA regular season standings updates, game result, and the game schedule for tomorrow. For the game result, in the first game, the Indiana Pacers snapped their 13-game losing streak after defeating the Charlotte Hornets with a score of 114-112. Pascal Siakam was the top scorer for the Indiana Pacers with a double-double performance of 30 points and 14 rebounds, followed by T.J. McConnell scored 23 points. Aaron Nesmith had 16 points, and Jay Huff added 10 points. LaMelo Ball was the top scorer for the Charlotte Hornets with 33 points, followed by Miles Bridges, scored 19 points. The game between Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls has been postponed due to condensation on the court from rain and humidity in Chicago, Illinois. In the second game, the Minnesota Timberwolves got their 4-game winning streak after defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers with a score of 131-122. Julius Randle was the top scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves with a double-double performance of 28 points and 11 rebounds, followed by Jaden McDaniels had 26 points. Anthony Edwards scored 25 points and 9 assists, and Dante DiVincenzo added 22 points. Donovan Mitchell was the top scorer for the Cleveland Cavaliers with 30 points, followed by Sam Merrill scored 22 points. In the last game, the Utah Jazz snapped their 5-game losing streak after defeating the Dallas Mavericks with a score of 116-114. Lauri Markkanen was the top scorer for the Utah Jazz with 33 points, followed by Keontae George scored 19 points. Bryce Sensabaugh had 14 points, and Walter Clayton added 12 points. Cooper Flagg was the top scorer for the Dallas Mavericks with a double-double performance of 26 points and 10 rebounds, followed by Klay Thompson scored 23 points. And here are the NBA regular season standings updates. For the Eastern Conference standings, the number 1 in the Eastern Conference standings is Detroit Pistons with a record of 28 wins and 9 losses. The number 2 is New York Knicks with a record of 24 wins and 13 losses. The number 3 is Boston Celtics with a record of 23 wins and 13 losses. The number 4 is Toronto Raptors with a record of 23 wins and 15 losses. The number 5 is Philadelphia 76ers with a record of 20 wins and 15 losses. The number 6 is Orlando Magic with a record of 21 wins and 17 losses. The number 7 is Miami Heat with a record of 20 wins and 17 losses. The number 8 is Cleveland Cavaliers with a record of 21 wins and 18 losses. The number 9 is Atlanta Hawks with a record of 18 wins and 21 losses. The number 10 is Chicago Bulls with a record of 17 wins and 20 losses. The number 11 is Milwaukee Bucks with a record of 16 wins and 21 losses. The number 12 is Charlotte Hornets with a record of 13 wins and 25 losses. The number 13 is Brooklyn Nets with a record of 11 wins and 23 losses. The number 14 is Washington Wizards with a record of 10 wins and 26 losses. The number 15 is Indiana Pacers with a record of 7 wins and 31 losses. For the Western Conference standings updates, the number 1 in the Western Conference standings is Oklahoma City Thunder with a record of 31 wins and 7 losses. The number 2 is San Antonio Spurs with a record of 26 wins and 11 losses. The number 3 is Denver Nuggets with a record of 25 wins and 12 losses. The number 4 is Minnesota Timberwolves with a record of 25 wins and 13 losses. The number 5 is Los Angeles Lakers with a record of 23 wins and 12 losses. The number 6 is Houston Rockets with a record of 22 wins and 12 losses. The number 7 is Phoenix Suns with a record of 22 wins and 15 losses. The number 8 is Golden State Warriors with a record of 20 wins and 18 losses. The number 9 is Portland Trail Blazers with a record of 18 wins and 20 losses. The number 10 is Memphis Grizzlies with a record of 16 wins and 21 losses. The number 11 is Dallas Mavericks with a record of 14 wins and 24 losses. The number 12 is LA Clippers with a record of 13 wins and 23 losses. The number 13 is Utah Jazz, with a record of 13 wins and 24 losses. The number 14 is Sacramento Kings, with a record of 8 wins and 29 losses. The number 15 is New Orleans Pelicans, with a record of 8 wins and 31 losses. And here are the games scheduled for tomorrow, January 10th, Saturday morning. In the first game at 8 a.m., Boston Celtics versus Toronto Raptors, Orlando Magic versus Philadelphia 76ers, and Washington Wizards versus New Orleans Pelicans. At 8:30 a.m., Brooklyn Nets versus L.A. Clippers. At 9 a.m., Memphis Grizzlies versus Oklahoma City Thunder. At 10 a.m., Denver Nuggets versus Atlanta Hawks and Phoenix Suns versus New York Knicks. At 11 a.m., Golden State Warriors versus Sacramento Kings and Portland Trail Blazers versus Houston Rockets. In the last game at 11:30 a.m., Los Angeles Lakers versus Milwaukee Bucks.